I know it hurts sometimes. Nothing left to live. Well, get over it. Dude, I have no idea. My computer's it's on the verge. I just ordered my new Mac Studio. This computer's pissing me off. That's what it is. That's what it is. Pissing me the hell off. And it knows I ordered a new Mac. It knows I did. So it's taking it out on me. It's just crashing nonstop. Just totally random too. Stop the cap. Pissing me clean off right now. Pissing me clean off. But yeah, so in queue, really all you're looking for right now. Do that later. You also have Dow like getting its fucking face kicked in right now. Pretty terrible. Dude, Dow is, dear God. Dow does not look good. Spoiler alert, Dow looks terrible. Spoiler alert. Shit looks awful. I mean, NQ looks pretty awful as well, but Dow specifically looks bad. Bitcoin seems to have bounced off support. Bitcoin's sitting at the 200 MA. It's not bouncing off anything. 200 MA is right here at 83K. It's sitting right at it. It's underneath resistance. This is what we call a retracement into resistance. I'd be watching that. Robots versus humans. Amen, brother. It's it's China. But yeah, I think I got cut off when I was saying it. But if you guys ever want to show any love or appreciation to the channel, the best way to do it, obviously, is through Twitter. I think Twitter is like, it's really the one, like, I guess, avenue I can take to have like free content and also like talk better with you, the audience, right? I mean, I answer almost all my DMs on Twitter and everything like that, but yeah, so really trying to focus solely on my Twitter this year as well. It's one of the big focuses. It's a lot of work, but posting over there a fuck ton now. Dude, make me tiny. What's the success rate of my Discord trades? I do not track a success rate. So yeah, I recommend though, like if you're looking for like someone that's gonna save your trading and make you profitable, I think Discord's a bad spot for you. And I think that personally, like that's just not a good strategy to have, is to just try to follow someone that hopefully has a high enough success rate that is gonna cure your trading. I recommend using us as an indicator, if anything, and then doing your own research. Because at the end of the day, I always say, like, guys, I've called out the trades where I've made a lot of money, and then some people just hold on forever and we lose money. That's your problem. And again, at the end of the day, I don't care. I care about my money that I'm making. That's just the fact of it. I'm transparent as possible, but yeah. So people here can tell you what their opinion is of Discord. You should ask their opinion, not my opinion. So yeah. It's like going up to Kobe Bryant and asking, who do you think the best player in the world is? He's like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? Not sure if you mentioned it, but Tesla below its Friday close. Any thoughts? I think Tesla looks pretty weak still. I mean, problem though is you're just going. I mean, it's going down. Like, right, it's going straight down. So, when you look at Tesla, you go like to the 4-hour chart, and here, let me get rid of the view up, and so it looks cleaner. I mean, dude, you have a lot of gaps, right? You have a lot. So your next gap is down like 215, 220. I mean, Tesla doesn't have a lot here, man. This is the problem. This is what we talked about, right? We said you start getting back below $300, 270, like, the Band-Aid's ripped at that point. Like, you have a lot of downside. And, once you start filling the gap here at 217, like, I don't know if you're gonna fill the gap 150. I hope not, right? But yeah, I mean Tesla's just weak. The problem though is if there's a name that's quote unquote oversold, then yeah, like Tesla might be that name. But I'm not going long on Tesla. That's for damn sure right now. But I will say you don't have a lot. 218, 220. I'd be targeting probably 240 though right now. 238. Do what you gotta do. Amen, brother. This is my full-time job. Yes, this is all I do. I sit around. People, it's actually like funny. People ask me like, it's kind of funny. Like people that I know in like life, obviously, like especially out my wife, her family. They're like, what do you do? Like they're like, so like explain like what you do. I'm like, well, I wake up, I drink coffee, I kind of fuck around for like 30, 40 minutes, look at things that interest me throughout the day, go over some notes, and then I just kind of sit around and wait for an opportunity. And like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, well, sometimes I make really good money, sometimes I don't make any money, sometimes I lose money. Like it sounds like gambling. I'm like, actually, kind of hit the nail on the head with that one, buddy. It's like educated gambling. But yeah, and then like going even into more detail, like what do you do with YouTube? I'm like, oh, so that's like a slippery slope. That's like sometimes I have fun, sometimes I have to deal with idiots. That's what I do. Love and Tosh starts using the RSI oversold verbiage. I love that so much. Thoughts on APP? We mentioned it on Friday. I don't really care about it, to be honest. It looks pretty awful. You know, I think you hit the 100 MA. So you're 100, you went below your 100, yeah. Ugh, gross. Yucky. Someone say syphilis. That's what this looks like. 200 MA, like 202 is what I'd be looking for now. You got nothing down here, though. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah, so that's where you're at right now. So that's what I'd be watching for. Snag some more Apple puts on Friday. I think going short above the 100 MA is pretty risky, but I mean, Apple does look ready for some downside. I tell people I work at McDonald's. No. Ali's family is pretty traditional, and they also don't really get my sense of humor. It's in very random, like, it's very random when they get my sense of humor. So like, I'll make it like they have like a family group chat, and I'll make it like a joke. They never get it. It's just crickets. I'm like, okay, tough crowd. But yeah, Oracle. I don't really care about Oracle. I don't want to talk about Discord. But yeah, Discord gets in by if you're interested. But yeah, I don't join Discord for like, I need signals. I'm like, dude, I mean, I post what we're doing. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah. What else? I'm honestly surprised MicroStrategy's not down more. Biggest surprise. I think you could retest 280 at open. You're not even far. Put the fries in the hey, no door, no problem. That's actually like the new worst trend I've ever seen, but it's kind of hilarious. Shop gap. I mean, I'm really not interested in mid caps right now. Personal opinion. If you are, like, go for it. But like, yeah, I see the gap down to like 92. I see it. Maybe. I mean, honestly, I'd be targeting the 200s. I mean, honestly, if I'm, you're gonna see a very common theme from Tyler Wilson this morning and the last week, targeting like these major breakdowns, like major breakdown point, which you most of these charts have a massive level they're sitting on, they're getting below, which Shopify is getting back below $100. And then you have a big gap fill that you're looking at. So that's all I'm really like doing right now. And it seems very simple, but like it's worked. Why break the system? Dude, I'm in law school trying to run up this bag. Ahmed Alawe. I'm not gonna lie, that's the last name I can't pronounce, but I like it. Turned 813K, back down to 10K past week. Your YouTube videos helped me a lot. I decided to sign up for premium, trying to take it the next day. Hey, appreciate you, Ahmed. I just gotta say, like, again, I posted something on Twitter. You guys like those little nuggets from Tyler, no Diddy. But like, what I would be doing if I was most of you guys is like setting obtainable goals is like the biggest tip that I can give anybody, like throughout the week. one, it keeps you from overextending typically, like it does for me at least. And then also too, like once you start, slowly reaching goals, things like that, like again, the snowball really does start rolling. So, I would not fixate on like, okay, I need to go from 10K now to 20K to 30K. Like, just have obtainable goals. Like, and eventually like big plays will come. Like, if you're in Discord or if you're like here on the channel, like we'll have big plays, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you that every week you're going to have a monster setup, right? I want to be totally transparent and honest. You're not going to have a monster setup every day or even every week. But if you do the job, you protect your capital, you have realistic goals every week. So even despite not making, double your account or whatever, right? That should never really be the goal, to double your account in a day. But like, despite that, you're still slowly growing or keeping your capital. So when there is a really awesome play, a really big setup or a trade that can, have a big gain on your portfolio, which I think personally right now, like one of those plays right now is kind of like MicroStrategy. Last week, I would say that play was, or the week before was DIA. We talked a lot about Dow down to like 425, possibly the 200 SMA. So like we'll find more plays. Like people like they get all stressed out. I'm like, dude, the stock market, don't worry, buddy. You're gonna get big moves all the time. Like it's gonna happen. But like, Tesla to the downside here, like monster play from 350 to 280. Like we said, you flip the 100 MA here, you're probably coming down to 270, 300, and then you're gonna hit the 200 SMA, right? So you're gonna get those setups. But the biggest part that kills people is they start in between that time of one gets up to another gets set up. There's a period of like average movement, day trading, whatever, like monotonous action, and like you just lose your money. So that's the biggest tip that I can give anybody is to stop hyper fixating on like this crazy goal and have short-term obtainable goals that you're consistently able to reach and sometimes even surpass. So yeah, I thank you, Krishna, like that. Look, you guys came in here and said, I'm gonna glaze them up this morning. I'm gonna treat them like a little donut, little glaze, little hole in the middle, no diddy. But yeah, so Nasdaq just chilling here. Allison Brady, I'm not leveraged, so I feel okay though. My portfolio is down 8%. Not trying to let the FUD get to me. I mean, if you're long term, I wouldn't even look at your portfolio like on a dip like this long term, but I'd just be buying personally. So yeah. But how did you learn all this? How long did it take you to make profitable trades? Consistently, I think I said I was 2020, 2021 is when I started consistently making money. Like shortly after COVID was huge. Like COVID was a kind of a game changer for me. So COVID was awesome. Not gonna lie. Everyone was like complaining about COVID. I kind of love that shit. Not gonna lie. But yeah, so that was like probably 3 to 4 years. But again, like I always say this too, like I didn't have like, in 2021, I definitely started doing more stuff. But basically from 2017 to 2021, 3-4 years there, I didn't have like fun. Like I want to be very like transparent about that. And I think that like social media is a very dishonest medium, right? Of showing what it's like to be a trader or to do anything, right? Well, no matter what it is, fitness, I don't care what you do. It's not realistic and it's definitely not transparent. I don't have Instagram pictures going back to that time because I didn't have fun. I went to college, I went to work, and then in any free time and during those times of college and work, I was usually like looking at charts, like knowing what I wanted to do. Like that was just the reality of the situation, right? So I didn't date, I didn't do anything. Now, granted, was my fucking Tinder game on fire back in the day? Allie, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I was a demon, right? But yeah, I didn't spend money on anything. Like my money went towards college, trading, and then like obviously like child support. That's it. That's all I did. That was my life. I lived with my dad. I lived in a fucking tiny ass room that I eventually lived in, but we built up the pool house. But like that's what I did. So that was my life for 4 years. So and if I had to put like a time on like the screen time that I had to put in, I would say I put in easily Like, and looking at me, I think it could be, if you're more efficient. I was young and dumb, but like if you're more efficient than me, it could take you less time. But I would say I spent over 1,000 hours of making no money. So that was it. That was my life. So, I mean, yeah. So it is what it is. Did I start with longer term trades? No. Dude, my first trade ever was Litecoin at like $40. I bought Litecoin in 2017, I think. 2017, 2018. I forgot what year it was. And yeah, shit ran to like from $40 into $300 by Christmas. Shit was awesome. And I lost it all. But yeah, I mean that's it. That's it. SPY holding 200 MA here. Where are we going? Below? What do you mean? Below or above? It's below. I mean, you have a big support down here, like 565, 566. It's your previous high from July. So if you get below that, I mean, holy shit, you look bad. I mean, next level I have is like near like 555, 554. But yeah. My first big one was Uniswap. Lost it all. Hey, amen, brother. Did you start with? I already answered that. Nvidia thoughts losing 110 pre-market. Is it actually? I didn't even look. Yeah. So Jay's been looking for like 106, 106.5, and then after that, probably like. I'm looking for $197 after that. We'll see. Be awesome. AVGO, is it dipping yet? 187. Yeah, so this is the other thing with AVGO, which if you're in Discord, you saw it as well. So actually, let me clean this chart up. So your big level's right here. At least this is the level I'm watching. Your previous high right there from like, is that June? Yeah, June. So yeah, that's what you're watching. If you get back below that, you're looking for the 200 MA. This is the exact trade we took in Discord, guy. If you're in Discord and you saw this, right? You get below this, you're looking down for that gap fill, which you got, and then you're down to your 200 SMA. So back below 185, we would be targeting 180. Till then, can't do nothing. Thanks, Jeffy. Appreciate you, Jeffers. But are you in any position? No, I didn't swing anything over the weekend. I thought about swinging MicroStrategy. I thought about what I told Jay too. Thought about Amazon. Amazon I loved. Like, I really do love Amazon. I really do. You're down $4 in the pre-market. God damn it. I was telling Jay, I was like, dude, Amazon is a juicer, dude. It is a juicer. Yeah, Amazon looks really nice. It was definitely my favorite trade going to the end of the week. It went right back to your 200 SMA. It was just an awesome setup overall. Easily one of your best setups. Man, if a video opened that door, it's a double winner. The trade and the DCA for the buy. Amen, brother. All right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah. We'll see though. You're looking to get a retest of like this 1995, 1994 from pre-market. I mean, honestly, action here is pretty solid to start the day unless we get like a bunch of buying at open, which I guess is possible. But yeah, if you get that retest of that you saw, I woke right when I woke up around like 6:45 usually with truth. So yeah, you kind of have like a little descending triangle formed out here, right? And then you broke down. I mean, so ideally, what you would be looking for is that break, retest, continuation back down, but we'll see. So far, can't complain. Cannot complain. Really good setup so far in NQ. Coming back down to those lows as well, 1995. But we'll see. Dow, I'm telling you too, Dow looks really bad. I mean, Dow looks really bad. ES below 5,700, also concerning. Do you trade crypto too? I trade crypto occasionally. It's not, maybe it's like one out of every 200 trades for me. Dow is tumbling. It needs to get below that level down there. But yeah, your next level on ES, this is another big question I have. So, I mean, I would argue your next level is like 5638, maybe. Like if I had to mark out an area like down here. But I would really be looking for like 5,550. 5, like that would be the level I'm watching. Like Yeah. I mean, it coincides too with SPY. I think March highs. I think right. Where's March? No. That's ugly. That'd be like a 50 point. Never mind. That does not scratch that. It does not coincide there. So yeah, I mean, you have some. If you start breaking out today, it's gonna get ugly. The problem though too is Nasdaq's already down 1.5%. You know, I mean, 300 points puts you at basically like 19.5. Yeah, I mean, and that'd be a 3% down day on Nasdaq. That's unlikely. So, yeah, another very important point I'd be watching. Apple's just sitting right at the 100 MA. If it holds the 100 MA, it can't go short. If it stays below for a while, then I'll probably look at shorts. But again, Apple's one of the strongest names in the market. But like, let me make you a really good rule. Quick tip time. When you're looking to go, like, unless you have a fundamental or a strong reason for something, you typically want to short the weak stocks, go long on the strong stocks, right? So all day on Friday, and I try to like break down like if I'm going short on Apple, what I'm looking for in Apple. Like I'm very clear about like what I'm looking for. Okay, so like when you look at Apple on Friday, I mean, first let's start with Thursday. So Thursday you come back into 100 MA. I was like, okay, if you get the 100 MA, it looks like a good break and retest potentially. You got above, you broke back down, awesome, right? Potentially a good setup going into. We shorted it, whatever, and then Friday, right, came out. Now you went back above the 100 MA. You're testing it again. It's not just a one test. You're getting back above it. You're looking stronger, and then you mount it. And you're pushing up. So if you start mounting key levels, why would I be looking to go short on a strong stock? You know, I'm just saying, like constructive thinking here, right? Like, whereas I could be looking at going short on a weak stock, right? Like, you know, Tesla or some of these other names, right? That went straight down, right? So that's just my visual, my viewpoint. Amazon's another good example, but do what you gotta do. If you want to go short, I mean, I say the same thing almost every day. Best of luck if that's you, but dilly. I need to make the features list real quick too. I don't see any other questions. Buying puts or selling short shares? Puts usually for me. Puts for Tyler. Let's Uno momento. Yeah, I have no idea. People just keep mentioning Apple. I'm just like, whatever. You cannot fall in love with trades, guys. That's, you know, you hear me say it all the time. Stop falling in love with trades. If a trade setup isn't there, if a trade back, you know, you don't get what you're looking for, it invalidates that setup, move on. You don't need to trade. You don't need to trade. You don't need to trade something. You don't need to trade a stock, a specific name. No reason. If you miss out on the trade, dude, it is what it is. Move on. So, my humble opinion, but do what you want. So I had to make this over. Jay's been getting on me about not making the charts legible for some reason. Here, let me read chat too. Here, I'll come back to the charts in a second. I just gotta type this stuff up real quick. Is Baba decoupling SPY? It's holding up pretty well, but yeah. MicroStrategy is a weak name. What are you talking about? It's weak. Got here late. Have you gone over SPY? I have. I'll go over it again in a second. My nose, it just If Nvidia hits Jay's price target, we're turning up in Discord. Yeah, Jay, Jay will pull out the club in Nvidia sign. Jay really did. He really did go. He really did go to the club and get a bottle service with fucking Nvidia on the sign. This man's ridiculous. I've kind of made these same levels though for the past. I don't know how long. It's getting a little bit annoying. Interesting that CPI projections are lower than previous. Gonna be fun to watch Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Again, like you have to think about it. I mean, good here. I'm gonna go into that in a second. Let me type this out so I don't forget. Let me get Discord. You didn't make the rundown. Ah, like relax, Timmy, relax. It's the same fucking levels for the past 20 days, but I'll give it to you straight, buddy. I'll give it to you straight. Like ES and Dow, I mean, I don't even gotta say anything on these things for real. I really don't got to. Yeah. If I'm looking to go long on any futures, I wouldn't even look at longing Dow or ES personally. Dude, like Dow, like dude, look at that Dow. I'm like, holy shit, this looks terrible. Oh. No. Okay, so good question. So someone asked about a dollar. Dollar Chef asked, this is interesting. This is a very like interesting perspective and question. So the question Dollar asked, you can go read in chat, is interesting that CPI projections are lower than previous. It's going to be fun to watch. It's not really a question, it's more of a statement, right? So it is interesting, but to a certain extent, you don't want that. I'm telling you, I retweeted this on Twitter, and it's one of the best reads you can listen. Like, it's the best thing you can go read. I usually don't like this guy on Twitter. I don't even know him, but like, I don't like people that post like news content that's like recycled because like I've already seen it. But like, nothing against him. But this is a good post, right? And he's been posting more about it. Maybe it's getting more traction. That's why. But this is kind of what I've said. Powell and the Fed, based off of Friday, what we've clearly heard from them, like Powell say, the stock market is in a very good spot. He said everything's in a good, employment's at a good spot, inflation's on track. There's no reason for us to cut rates. And he's right. He's logically speaking right. There's zero reason for Jerome Powell to cut rates. It would be dumb. It would be dumb to risk. All it would do by cutting rates, it would increase their risk of like inflation becoming sticky or slowing down. If the market isn't in pain with interest rates this high, why would he cut them? It makes no sense. It would be dumb. It would be so stupid. The problem though about that is with rates this high, the economy is only going to grow so fast. It's kind of capped out. The fact that the economy is even growing is perplexing as well to the Fed. They've even said it, right? So those are really important things to think about. Now, Trump, in my opinion, is like, screw this. Like, screw this. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in. I'm going to set the tariffs. I'm going to make trade a little bit difficult. I'm going to create some uncertainty in the market, and I'm going to get the market to have a correction here. This is personally he's like, I want to reset what we're looking at. And at the same time, I'm going to blame Biden for where we're at because this is his economy that I'm inheriting, which to a certain extent, that is correct, right? And Trump's, and even my viewpoint, looking at this, if you are able to push the market down for, let's say the market dips for 6 months. Let's say it dips for 4 months, right? We start from February, we end the dip by summer, June, July, right? Or May, sell in May and go away, right? Wouldn't that be beautiful, right? So we end by that time. If the Fed is forced to start cutting rates, it would put Trump in a pretty decent spot because after that, it'd be easy to start to get the market stimulating, get him spending and doing what he was doing previously. Because it seems like right now the goal is hammer tariffs, what they're doing there, and kind of create more, dude, honestly, it reminds me so much of fucking House of Cards. It's the craziest thing in the world. I actually went and rewatched all of House of Cards like the past 2 weeks. But that's what that's what it appears Trump is doing, right? It said wants the Fed to get off neutral, which is the point of where they're not cutting rates, and think it's increasingly looking like the Fed is behind. The Fed does not want to cut. The Fed has made it clear they do not need whatever. No matter what anyone says, they don't want to cut rates. There's no point. If you go listen to Friday, Powell was clear. There was no signal that Powell wanted to cut rates. He was like, "Why would I cut?" He was like, "This is stupid. Why would I do that?" So that's what I think. Hassan Ba, your last name is Ba, so I have no idea. Relevance is zero. Hassan Ba. But fucking, what are you, a Bami sandwich? The fuck is that? The fuck? He said price is way high. You need cut it. The fuck are you talking about? I go over here and I break down my viewpoints and I got fucking goddamn Hassan over here. Hassan, your ass is going to timeout. Going to a 5-minute stupid ass timeout punishment. That's what happens. You say stupid shit here, you go to timeout. Right? Oh. My bad. Whoops, Hassan. My bad. Sorry, I wasn't Hey, you caught me at a bad time. It's unreversible now, but I appreciate you. Sorry. Whoops. Whoops, it was a song. Ah, man. Hey. Interesting. Oh, look at that test you just had. Oh, it's beautiful. Yay. Ooh wee. Discord said, Tyler, how did you do it? He said, how did you know? Look at that test. What can I say? Special trades, special traders, special watch lists, special rundowns. Yeah, whoops. Tough one. My bad. Sometimes, sometimes, look, I don't just wake up with the aura meter maxed out, okay? I don't. Be totally honest. As the odometer goes up and upticks, so does my culture, dare I say. My dad knows. Don't come at me no culture too early in the morning, Chief. Not a good combo. But yeah, any last thoughts before we hop out of here? Any questions, anything along those lines we'll go over, but so far everything looking pretty much the same. I like Amazon a lot though. I'm telling you guys, I love Amazon. I love this thing. Shout out to Bezos. Shout out to Bezos. Hey, Bezos, I'm not gonna lie. Married man here. Okay. My wedding ring somewhere in the kitchen. Married man here. But hey, from one married man to another. Or soon to be married man with Bezos. Congratulations, dude. Zuckerberg was totally checking your wife out. Totally. He said, hey, so I'm not gonna lie. I like the data she's packing. Ooh wee. NVS, what is this? Oh, here we go. Some fucking random shit. I mean, actually, well, I'm not looking to go long right now on anything. So for me, I don't really care. Sorry. I don't know what this is. What is this? Health technology. It's not a good start. Yeah, I mean, maybe like 117. Yeah. Yeah. Trump isn't playing for it. 40 He's thinking like, look, guys, I'm not getting into politics. I'm just expressing what I think the market's gonna do. Everyone gets all upset when I mention like my viewpoints of the market, and whether you like it or not, politics have a play in the market. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care what anyone says, right? I don't care. So policy, politics, it all has to do with the market. So if you get upset, you don't like it, go outside, stare at the sun, don't come on the channel. I don't care. I don't praise anybody here. I just talk about what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. So get upset, be mad, go complain and bitch to someone else. For real, I don't care. Like, for real, like if your whole identity is like getting mad when someone mentions someone, that's crazy. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Same people that like were weird about Joe Biden. They're like, oh man, Joe Biden, oh my God. I'm like, dude, like get over it. Like he's there. Too bad. Do we have a senile president? Yeah, he was. Yeah, we did. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. Does he make some really badass memes? He does. He does make some badass memes. So yeah. Yeah, but again, like guys, look, you're gonna get mad. This is how we're gonna end. This is how we're gonna end the live stream, okay? Because this is I struggle. My biggest weakness is I can't ignore stupid ass comments. I can't do it. I gotta go over it. So I'm gonna bring this over to OBS and we're gonna decode this, right? We're gonna decode the system. Can I zoom into this? Oh, I can. You're in trouble. So this guy Mario Lemieux, whatever the fuck you're LeMahieu? Is it LeMahieu? Like the guy from the New York Yankees? I don't know if he plays with them anymore. He might have got cut. So he said Trump isn't playing 4D chess. He thinks he's an elementary. He thinks like an elementary school bully. That's about the extent of his playing. First of all, it's like me talking about a stock and just giving a random opinion and not having any like understanding of what's happening. Should I speak on something if I have no idea what's actually happening? Probably not, because I'm going to sound like an idiot. That's kind of the extent, like you're saying here, of his planning. That's the extent of your dialogue here. You don't actually explain what he's doing and how it's bad. You don't explain why it's dumb. You're just saying that, right? I'm just saying. Like, I'm not a political guy, so I don't make a lot of political statements because, again, that's not my strength. But also, too, I can acknowledge when someone just says dumbass shit because they don't like somebody. And so then you try to backtrack and say, oh, I just want to make it clear. I'm not upset about you talking about Trump. I just want to throw it out there. Well, obviously I pushed a button by even mentioning Trump's name. And you're in that crowd of the fucking dumbass America that gets mad about someone mentioning a single person. When in reality, like it or not, that person represents you if you live in America. Maybe you don't live in America. Maybe you live in another country that's not as good as America. Because right now, I would say America is kind of one of the best places to live on the earth, right? Just going to tell you that right now, too. So for everyone that gets butthurt about Trump, this and that, like, get over it. Go vote in 4 years. Who cares? Like, I don't care. First of all, and for me, I'm not going to lie. You want to hear my personal opinion? Trump, come tax season, that's my main slime. We've been doing the calculations. Bro, Trump said, look, you know what, Tyler? You're going to be able to claim your other son on your child support because you pay so much. I said, fucking about damn time. About damn time. Right? So again, I'm not triggered. I'm totally fine. I don't make my whole personality about Trump and like hating people. That's literally a sign. If I say a word and it triggers you, like, and that you have to just dispose hate and get upset about someone, that just shows that you have a mental illness. There's something mentally wrong with you. Like someone said, like me with AMC or someone mentioning a stupid ass stock. I have a mental illness towards stupidity and stocks that don't make you money because it makes no sense. Like when people were saying BBAI was such a great name to buy. Yeah, that triggered me. That really did. I had a mental illness towards stupidity. I have stupid ass stock syndrome. When someone says a stupid ass stock, I erupt. And guess what? I was right. Stupid ass stocks win again, right? So understand